My relationship with eating and fueling my body has changed so much recently because of where my inflammation is. We all gotta get groceries at some point. How can I really prepare for a week's worth of meals and not feel every day I gotta figure out what's for dinner? Hello. I'm Jordan Ray. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I am recently diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, an inflammatory immune disease, and that leads me to sit down, make this a part of what I do, share how I am managing that from a nutritional standpoint. My relationship with eating and fueling my body has changed so much recently. Healing my gut is actually a real thing. Literally, that is part of my day-to-day life with the condition that I have. And my condition is severe. I am actively working to get myself into remission. My nutrition is a heavy part of that. I say all that to say, I sat down and I really thought through what I believe I could share that could help people with managing, you know what, I just want to eat in more, or I'm trying to balance working from home and cooking meals. Maybe you don't work from home, right? And you're trying to plan ahead. Like, how can I really prepare for a week's worth of meals at a time and not feel every day I got to figure out what's for dinner, what's for, me and my other half, what are my go-tos? You don't have to worry about that because it's already planned. There was basically 5 things that I could sum this up with. The first thing is to plan your meals, make your grocery list. Whatever way works best for you. I plan my stuff in ClickUp. I will write everything I need for the week down based on the recipes that I want to make. I will research some recipes if I want to try something new. To show you on my phone what my grocery list and meal planning situation looks like. If you know me, I put all of my stuff in ClickUp. My personal stuff is in ClickUp. My business stuff is in ClickUp. It really helps me manage all of the tasks and keep some sort of track of things so I'm not lost in the sauce. So this is quite literally the grocery pickups that I need this week. Now, you'll see that there's only like 5 things. These are the things that I ran out of or that I know that I want to cook with or make smoothies with this week that I know for a fact that I need, okay? The other side of that, which we're about to get to, is I order my groceries on Whole Foods or Amazon.com through Whole Foods, and it keeps track of what I've ordered the last however many weeks or years that I've ordered from Whole Foods. And that also gives me a really good sense of these are the things that you order and you re-up on every single week. Add to the cart. If I scroll down, you'll start to see a table: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have a space for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And this is what I am talking about when I say plan your week, make your list. On Monday night, I'm going to eat salmon and zucchini with sweet potatoes. On Tuesday night, I'm going to do a black bean quinoa bowl with avocado. You're very specific. This probably takes me an hour to an hour and a half once a week. I know. But once I get into Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and I'm super busy, I do not have to think about what I'm going to eat. I've already made the plan, placed the order. It's in my ClickUp. I'll even transport this into my calendar so Rashad knows, okay, this is what we're eating for dinner. So if it's something more on the vegetarian side, he knows maybe I'll pick up some chicken, or he'll order him some chicken because I don't really cook chicken. I don't eat chicken.
No, wait, maybe not.
Planning ahead, that way, even when I'm super fatigued, I can muster up the energy. You know what? I'm just making the quinoa bowl tonight. It's really not that difficult. You can do this, We're going to cook fresh food every day, but we're still going to be able to save us some time and enjoy this process without having to make yourself meals for days at a time. But once we get to day 3, it needs to be gone by then. That's just how I feel about it. Recapping number 1, plan your meals and make your list, which leads us into number 2, and order your groceries online. This saves you a lot of time because I'm not finna spend an hour and a half in a grocery store every week or go to the grocery store several times a week and then still cook the food. I'm gonna plan stuff out, be very careful about what all I'm getting so I know when I'm gonna cook it, how long it's gonna last, if it needs to be frozen, so on and so forth. and have my groceries delivered, so I'm at least saving that time. That way you can spend your time planning your meals and prepping the food. Something else that I don't feel like is very obvious is if you order your groceries online for an extended amount of time over weeks or months, it's so much easier to go see how much you've spent because your receipts are right there in your account. A few weeks ago, I went back through all of the transactions from Whole Foods in 2023 to, okay, how much did we spend on groceries this year? And what's my average? What can I expect to spend? What do I want to spend? How do I want to manage this and approach this in 2024? And our budget ended up being around $150 a week for groceries. And that's somewhat for two people. Rashad spends a little bit more week by week just because he eats a little different than I do. So the protein that he gets, whether it's actual protein supplements or chicken, he'll kind of get that on his own. But I do the main groceries. Yeah, y'all get it. A recap of number 2 is to order online and easily keep your receipts, easily budget, and easily keep track of what you ordered from week to week so you can just add that to the cart again. Save yourself some time. Number 3, this is something that I just started to do as of the top of this year, is I really wanted to wrap my head around refrigerator organization because it's such a thing. And you may do this already and be like, yeah, Jordan, you super late. Or if you do not, it has really opened my eyes up the last couple of weeks about things that I over order that we don't make it through in a week, things that we actually eat a lot of and we're running out before the week is over. And I think it's going to help me adjust going forward my grocery orders. I just ordered offline whatever they had in store. I got it that day. I got whatever was in stock. And there are a couple other things that I want to get. I want to just spend my time finding the right thing. Because if I'm going to spend $30, $40 on glassware to store some strawberries in, I want it to be the glassware that I want and not just what I could get my hands on that day. So some stuff I was able to get just right away. I want to implement this system ASAP. And some of the stuff I'm planning to incorporate over the next couple of weeks. I just want to make the right decision. In addition to, this is like number 3B, in addition to organizing the fridge, definitely starting to prepare fruits and vegetables, what I can. I'm not an expert on these types of things just yet. I'm learning, but I'm still implementing what that looks like for me to prep the vegetables and the fruits that we get in our house. So yeah, I would encourage you to do your own rabbit holes on that if you don't already have some of the hacks and the tips and tricks on how to best store asparagus and so on and so forth, because I am not gonna lie, I just was throwing our stuff into the refrigerator. And when I started to cook more after my diagnosis, maybe 2 months ago now, got really out of control, I was starting to cook more and I was in the refrigerator all the time, 3, 4, 5 times a day, cooking, prepping stuff. And I'm like, I can't figure out what we got and what we don't got. And so it started to make me overwhelmed, even more overwhelmed when I was trying to figure out what to eat. And I know I need to fuel my body in a certain way, but I don't have easy access to the stuff that's already in my refrigerator. Like, that's insane, right? Number 3A is to organize your refrigerator. Let me know if you have some tips because I'm just now getting started with that. And 3B is to prep those veggies and those fruits. 4 is to reference your meal plan. So remember, step 1, we planned everything and we made our list. We already got our groceries and everything is prepped and organized in the fridge now. So now we just want to make sure that we're referencing. That's the whole point of planning your meals, is to reference it throughout the week. We all get really busy, and if you can relate, you'll get to 6, 7 o'clock at night and either you're asking yourself what's for dinner or someone else is asking you and you just like, oh my gosh, I have no more brain cells left to think about what's for dinner. And then it just makes you even more tired and more stressed. It does for me. It makes me more anxious to not have that all planned out in advance. So reference what you planned, put this in a digital notepad, put this on a piece of paper somewhere and reference that. I cannot stress that enough. So that way when you are fatigued, when you're tired, you've been on the phone all day with clients or you've been ripping and running, whatever it is that you do, and you just can't muster up the energy, you don't have to because it's already planned for you. And hopefully most of it is already prepped. The planning and the preparation polishes the meals. Preparation, practice makes polish. Okay. The other thing that I would add to number 4 is to keep inventory throughout the week. If you notice that you're out of something, keep inventory, write it down, put it in your list so you can put it there and you can forget it. You don't have to worry about it until you see it on the list later and you're ordering your groceries. I don't know if I'm helping anybody here because some of this stuff wasn't as obvious to me until I started to immerse myself in how can I get the most out of my groceries. Number 5, the last thing, is to lean into the opportunity of habit stacking. Cooking, for me at least, hasn't always been enjoyable. It has felt like a chore. It has felt like a waste of time. Like I could be doing something better. I could have finished some work. I could have whatever. Oh my goodness. It's been tragic for me. But I've tried to overcome that narrative. Hey, I need to fuel myself because of my I just happen to have a particular condition, y'all, and that's what has really inspired me to figure this stuff out. How can I make this enjoyable for me? So I look forward to going to the kitchen morning, noon, and night and making an amazing meal. I started off with, okay, I'm going to do some learning or some entertainment while I'm cooking. Depending on what I'm cooking, if it's a new meal, I'm not really able to do a whole bunch of entertainment because I can't focus. And I may not be able to do a lot of learning either. So maybe I'm just listening to music. Bossa Nova, y'all, is one of the best music genres, jazz genres, to listen to while you're cooking. Just straight up jazz, whether that's something that's a little bit more classical or acid. If you need something that's not lyrical, I would go that route. If you do want to catch up on New Music Friday or your favorite artist or whatever just dropped an album, and that would be a good time to listen while you're cooking dinner. I think those things can be very enjoyable together while you're doing something you have to do anyways, which is cook. And then you're catching up on something that you also enjoy, but you just couldn't get to because you were working all day. If I'm making something that I have made a lot before, I'm able to watch a new TV show or a new episode of something, or I'm getting into a podcast or doing an audiobook. So to recap, number 5, habit stack your cooking. So you gotta cook anyways, at least if you've made that commitment to do so, you gotta cook anyways. Stack that with something else that is enjoyable. So cooking is becoming your habit, and whatever else you decide is gonna assist you with cooking is something enjoyable. Entertainment, music, television, even learning. That's like my 5-step process to get yourself from feeling like cooking, grocery shopping, managing your meals throughout the week is really overwhelming to getting into a flow with it and being able to see, you know what? I'm not in over my head. I don't feel like I don't know what's for dinner tonight. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be able to do this. I know what I'm cooking because you've already done the planning. Hope that was helpful for anybody. Please let me know in the comments. Let me know what's working for you. Let me know if something was obvious to you. If you need to put me on something, let me know. Before we wrap up, I want to show y'all something, put y'all on something. This is not sponsored, but my protein supplements from Gainful are amazing. And the package just came in today. So let's open this together. I want to show you the packaging that I'm a big fan of and the flavors that I got. I'm going to go get the box. Packaging, I told y'all. I was going to record on my iPhone to do a reel or a short, but the package doesn't have my name on it. It's supposed to have my name on it. The last couple protein packages that I've got have been customized, and I believe it's still customized for me. I pay enough money for it to be customized. But they usually have a sticker right here that has the name on it that says Jordan, and they don't have it. So that was the whole point of trying to record the short too. Anyways, whatever. This isn't sponsored, but this is the protein that I'm now on. They have a whey protein. They have a plant-based protein. I've tried both of them. They're both great. I do have a referral link that'll be in my description. And what I like about Gainful is the ability to customize the supplement for you, the powder for you. So when you go online, they're going to ask you a bunch of questions. You can have something that's a little bit more on the weight loss side. You can have something that's more for weight gain, which is the one that I chose. They also have these flavors. So these are the two that I got: sea salt caramel and vanilla, Madagascar vanilla. With your protein subscription, you get to pick 2 flavors, and they have a multi-pack that has like a whole bunch of different flavors in it, and you can get, you know, straight up chocolate, peanut butter, or whatever it is, whatever the options are. What's so fun about it is that the protein supplements just don't get boring for me. I really need to be drinking 2 protein shakes a day, one in the morning, one towards the afternoon or early evening. And I've just found, because I've drank protein supplements for so long, you drink the same protein shake and you have this big tub, this big bin of powder, and it's the same flavor. So this is genius what they're doing. So shout out to Gainful. I do have a referral link. I believe it's 40% off. And yeah, if you want to sign up for a subscription or just give it a try. They also have other supplements like their fiber, which I'm not taking so much right now. I just ordered the collagen, so I should get that in a couple weeks. And they have a creatine pre-workout situation. Like I said, I am trying to avoid overwhelm without having to meal prep for several days at a time. We are done here. I'm gonna let you go. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you're doing week to week, something that you wanna get better at, something that you liked that I shared, something that was obvious. That's okay, because some of this stuff I am so late to. And I will talk to you soon. See you later.